Hello. I've decided I like doing the later vlogs for two reasons. The first one, as discussed, himself is gone to work and I don't get interrupted, which is nice. And two, it means I can justify wearing pajamas and I don't have to worry about like not wearing, because I get in and I take off my work clothes and hang them on the side or throw them in the wash, whatever, whichever part we're talking about. And then unless I'm going somewhere, I just chuck on pyjamas. Because, actually to be fair, when it was really hot summer, I wouldn't even necessarily put on pyjamas. Hello, missus. But that's why I wore my black hoodie a lot, because I didn't have anything underneath it. But, yeah, so I just wear pyjamas. Because it's comfortable. And you could wear the same pyjamas several days in a row. It's fine. Anyone says you have to change pyjamas every day has more pyjamas than they know what to do with, and they're just constantly laundering pyjamas. And what would be the point in that? I mean, t-shirt. I have a lot of t-shirts. I try to do laundry once a week. Now, if you've got like 7 t-shirts, that's 6 spaces. Like, because I fold my t-shirts. You got the bar here, and you got 6 spaces. You got like, the 6 t-shirts, and then probably one on the next level. If you're wearing PJs all the time, that's 7 pairs of PJs. So assuming again you fold the top, you fold the trousers, but that's still like 7 spaces you have to find. So 6 spaces can be 3 bars plus 1. 7 spaces, 7 sets of clothing, actual sets of clothing would be 7 bars. And then you've got no room on your laundry for anything else. Now maybe I'm just thinking that way because I have a rack, because I don't have access to an outside drying line. Washing clothesline. See, I can't even remember the name of it anymore. But that it just, no, you can wear pyjamas more than a couple of days in a row. It's fine. You got to clean your teeth every day, but you can wear pyjamas more than once. And so that's been today's completely random, out of nowhere rant, because I didn't plan that. That just happened. Blech. But otherwise I'm fine. How are you? You good? You feeling well? I've recently changed my wallpapers. I think I was saying to you yesterday that I bought the We Happy Few soundtrack album, like with the songs, and then the score, and it has some other digital things. Which were the high-level wallpapers, like the 4K wallpaper. And what I have done is I've taken those wallpapers plus some other pictures I found online that I thought, well, not because okay, it's hard to sort of demonstrate on here, but there's a difference between a picture that just sits like that in the screen and a picture that fills the screen. So obviously I went for the big pictures and downloaded them as well, stuck them all in the same folder. So now instead of having random pictures of myself and Adam at Potter World, it is pictures of Wellington Wells and characters, and some of it is like the full digital art, that is in-game art. Some of it's promotional material, and some of it is actually original sketch designs. And it's very pretty, but there's not as many pictures. So instead of being on a 1-minute rotation, it's on a 10-minute rotation. But yeah, so new wallpaper. But it does mean that I'm not randomly looking at my computer screen. Oh, it's me! Right now I'm actually looking at some pretty non-such. If you can see that, if that's in frame. And I think it looks quite nice. I hope that was in frame. I couldn't check. Last time I tried to do that when I was like holding onto the phone, I accidentally turned it off. So now I'm just going to swing it round and hope for the best. But yeah, I hope you saw that was quite a pretty wallpaper. I'm not wearing earrings at the moment. I need to start putting them back in because I'm starting to heal up and I need to sort that out. But I was kind of running a tiny bit late this morning, so I don't want to faff around. So yeah. So that's today. Pretty chill. Working tomorrow, so it's all good. Should do the question. I apologise for getting angry and ranty about yesterday's question, but you have to admit that was a weird question. I showed it to Aaron. I literally took a picture of the piece of paper. I took a picture of the thing, and he was like, "Yep," because I didn't want to write that down. I didn't want to copy that. In fact, if you noticed, in the notes, I haven't even bothered labelling it. It's just like weird question, interesting video. And that's not being clickbaity, because if it was that, I would have actually put it in the title, not the description. But you have, sometimes when it's the questions that way, you have to take a picture of it. You can't just copy it and write it down. You're like, no, this is actually what it says. I'm not making it up. But anyway. Do you like staying in hotels? What's the best and worst part of staying in one? Well, I used to work in one. So there's that. Oh, sorry. Show you the picture. Yes, actually, I do quite like staying in hotels. I don't travel very often. I mean, last time I stayed in a hotel was a chain. I think it was an Ibis. When we went to see we went to Sherlock. We were there for, was it 3 nights? No, it is 2 nights, Friday and Saturday. Yeah, because it was Friday and got the preview night, and then the first party, which wasn't good, and then Saturday, which we didn't bother with that party, and then Sunday, yeah, we went. So yeah, it was nice actually. I liked it. We picked it mostly on location. Obviously, it was I think about 5-minute walk from the convention centre. It was not that far at all, and it was, I think the first day was a little bit rainy, but the rest of the weekend it was actually really nice, quite pleasant. So yeah, it was close by, it was affordable, and as we got confirmed, there was a laundry room, which basically meant on the Sunday morning we logged out. So we basically we went in on Friday afternoon when we arrived, checked in as per, got everything settled down. I think, yeah, then when we ate, because we were on the train, we had a long morning. So but yeah, so obviously for those couple of days, day and a half, everything was in the hotel room. But then we woke up and we had to check out by Sunday lunchtime. We checked out earlier because obviously we had the rest of the convention to go to, and they basically you log it into the room. I don't even think you had to pay any extra, but they stuck it in a locked room that they lock, and you get your tags, your luggage tags. That's coded for you, and they kept it in the room for us all day while we finished off the convention. And then we were like, hey, we've got things in the room, and then, oh yes, here we go, hit the locked thing. And because I think at that point everyone else had gone away, because we were quite late, because it was like 5, 6 in the evening, because it was obviously the end of the convention. And so we were like just the two of us, and we were able to sort of take a few minutes, rearrange things if need be, put, you know, because we had like a couple of different bits of prizes. Most of the merchandise and stuff I bought the first night, but you know, we had a couple of bits and pieces picked up and stuff, and so it was like, oh, let's get everything in, let's get all settled down thing. But we had that luxury, we could sit down, we could do it, and it was fine. It was a nice room. It was very hot, but that wasn't necessarily the hotel's fault. The room service was fine. It had a safe. Didn't use it, but it had a safe. They had a restaurant built in. Like I said, we arrived and we had lunch in their room, their restaurant. It was a all-you-can-eat buffet breakfast in the breakfast room, but that was the only meal they provided with. The lunch we had to pay for separately. But because the convention was Excel, we just each time we picked somewhere, because it was, you got all the restaurants in the Excel, and there's a couple ones over the road. The whole that area of Docklands, which is in walking distance, we can still see where you are. There was lots of different eateries, so we just, over the couple of days, we just sort of picked somewhere different to eat each time, and yeah, took turns in paying, basically. So yeah, I do like staying in hotels. I prefer staying in hotels. I've stayed in a hostel one time, which was okay. We had a private room. It was Breads and Spreads. This is me and Ashley years ago. She's nice. I haven't spoken to her in a while. No particular reason. We just kind of like drifted. I still see her on Twitter and say hi now and again. So it's no badness there. Yeah, that was okay because we had a private room, just the two of us. But the hotel, you got more. You got the TV. I didn't really watch it, but you know, it was there. It was one of the modern ones where you have to put the key card in the slot for the lights to work. which I had a slight advantage on because it meant because I got the twin. Because originally we were going to stay in the same room, which would have been interesting because it was actually quite small. And then he got a little flutter on the lorry and bought his own hotel room, which actually, yeah, like, for a lot of ways worked out a lot better. But because it was a twin, there was 2 key cards, which meant one of 2 things. One, it meant I could put my spare key card into the thing and still have one on me, on my person, to get in and out of the room. I mean, I still kind of took it out so I wouldn't, like, accidentally waste the electricity, but I had a spare. But also meant that I got to keep one. I handed one back in and kept one. So we both handed in a key card, and then, you know, so I bought that as one of my souvenirs. But yeah, that was like the last hotel I stayed in, and apart from a couple of random nights where himself and I, if we were staying, you know, going to an event, even just in Letchworth, we'd stay in the hotel overnight. We were drinking because obviously it was a late night. I think the last time was a wedding where the reception was at that same hotel, so it was just like, it's easier that way. So yes, but I don't do it very often. But it's convenient if you get somewhere that's close to where your thing is, then it's always good. And it's just nice to, you know, somewhere dry and warm to rest your head, and then like have a base of operations when you're doing everything else. So yes, I do like staying in hotels, but I've never stayed anywhere that posh where there's things I could steal. I think I stole some jam. That's about it. Like, but what the hotel I used to work at, they had, like, you know, nicer towels and stuff. So I do have a couple of those, but I was actually given them because they was like worn out, so it's not the same. But anyway, yes. So a much nicer question. That's a nice normal question. So anyway, over here if you want. And then anything else, if you any hotel experiences, that'd be great. Yeah, meanwhile, thank you for listening if you have been. I appreciate you. You're awesome. You're the awesome people. Yeah. I've been Michelle, you've been listening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!